Hello and welcome back to Ultimate Marble Racing Season 3. We are here with race 23, slowly approaching the end of the season. And this is Highway Race today, created by the Quarantined Cheese, our very own cheese. Definitely check out their tracks on the workshop, as with all of our track creators. Bunch of very talented track creators in our track list. The cheese. And I also want to mention, keeping me hydrated today on these warm days, our new partner, which you may have seen in the Discord. I haven't mentioned it yet on a stream or on YouTube or anything. But I am now partnered with Dubby Energy, which is, I think, an American-based, pretty sure American-based, energy blend company. So a bit like sort of like G Fuel and stuff. But Dubby, they're a new, I think they're newish, upcoming company. They managed to get partnered with, which is great. I see they've redeemed Hydrate. So I actually have a Dubby Galaxy Grenade with me, which is watermelon, guava, and lime explosion. It's actually really nice. So I will hydrate there. Yeah, really smooth flavour actually. It's really nice. All you hear is bass and think it's a meme. Well, grenade. Yeah. Yeah, so they got a few different flavours. All the ones I've tried so far I've actually really enjoyed. And a Dubby shaker as well. So I've actually put in another order for a bunch more stuff. But if you want to check them out, you can use code SpaceEgg, all one word, in the checkout, and you'll get 10% off. And it helps me out as well with the partnership with them, and recognition with them, and some future potential work with them as well around a few different things. I know they do like custom shakers and some custom flavors as well for some of their partners, so we'll see. But yeah, thought I'd just mention that at the start of this one. Yeah, Dubby, check it out. Really nice flavors. But yeah, all that is in the Discord in the sponsorship section if you do want to check it out at a later date. And on YouTube, should be in the description if I remember to put it in. Because I will forget. I will forget. And Boer made it. Yes. Boer managed to make it. Wasn't sure if they'd make it on time. But yes, you made it. We're just going through the standings now. So, Superboss leading with 435 points. Jimmy in second with 429, tied with Marnie. Iceman in fourth with 426. Azur in fifth with 410. Pesky Bird in sixth with 400. Cheese in seventh with 394. Boyer in eighth with 389. And Demon in ninth with 384. So let's head over to the track. Built by Quarantined Cheese, as you can see right there. Highway Race. A semi-incomplete track. It's probably the best way to word it. It's not a totally completed track, but it functions. I think it's mainly just decoration that's not complete on it, but it is a race around a highway. Yeah, working functionally. We have loads of obstacles, loads of other marbles to dodge. We also have our little police marbles, so you can get pulled over. Gotta be careful of that. You've also got to watch for the roadblocks. And we have our own little sponsorship here as well. The adverts above the highway, so all the marbles know who to check out for the best racing. We have done this one before in the last season, I'm pretty sure. So we've got some jumps there. You don't want to fail those. They will send you back. And back around. So we start in this lay-by area here. and then it is a big circuit around. So let's get the racers going. So this one is slightly different. They will just start rolling straight away because it is a rolling start, which we don't really see. So here we have a creative rolling start situation on this one. 10 laps around the track. Ignore all those other marbles on the leaderboard because they're decorative marbles for further around the track. So you only need to pay attention to the 1 through 9, just if anyone gets confused by them. And yes, Cheese starting at the back, reverse grid order. Start at the back on your own track, so no advantage. And Marnie up at the front. So let's get them rolling. Might have slowed down a little bit too much. So roll on the countdown, and then they are off onto the highway. So mine is going to go for the lead. So you see all those other marbles just getting crossed off straight away, so you don't have to worry about those. Jimmy look for the inside, but colliding with the marbles in the road. So we're going to see Marnie and Peskybird trying to break away, battling, and Peskybird's going to get a good release there. They're bumping into the back of one of the other marbles, going to slow them down, meaning Marnie's going to come through. Jimmy's going to get blocked by Peskybird. Further back, Iceman in 4th, Azure in 5th, Demon in 6th. Cheese coming through with a lot of speed in 7th. Will get blocked off by Demon. Can't quite make that gap. And then we have Bwer and Superboss both colliding there side by side. Azure getting caught up by the police slightly there. Marnie's been pulled over. We'll have to wait here for just a minute. And there we go. There's the release. We'll be chasing down Azure. It hits the roadblock and then getting pulled straight away for that collision. That is what you get. You go straight into a roadblock. You're going to get pulled straight back over. But Cheese, starting at the back, is now up in 2nd. Was in 1st, but Demon with a great run through there. A lot of speed. Now slowing down with a collision with one of the signs. Cheese trying to sneak through. Doesn't quite make it. A big jump there. And Demon's been pulled over. Meaning Cheese is going to go off into the lead, making the jump. Peskybird just behind. Even bigger jump this time. Making it over. Peskybird's going to change lane, go to the left, but takes a fall. And that'll be a reset there for Peskybird. Azure also falling in the background. Get a little cinematic camera here. Demon coming over. Superboss over as well. See how everyone else is doing. See Marnie jumping over. Peskybird flying over. And looks like Bwer's been pulled in the background. I'll have to go take a look. There's Jimmy and Iceman. Azure's actually been taken out of the race. Yeah, Bwer got pulled over and has had to just get going again. Jimmy getting reset from a fall on the jumps. We'll have to retake the jumps once again. I'm not sure where Azure fell, but Azure is out. So F's in the chat for Azure. That will be our first DNF. So head up to the front. Cheese is on the left side of the highway. Demon on the right. Home advantage. Of course, Cheese is in 1st place. Totally not rigged or anything. And not at all. But Demon, with quite a bit of speed down this section, is going to get past Cheese. Superboss not far behind. Looks like Jimmy might have failed the jump again because they are miles behind right now. Bwer's chosen to go for the left side, trying to find a way past Iceman. If marble name equals cheese, marble speed equals marble speed times 1.15. The secret codes. Your speed hacks. And Demon has been pulled, which means Superboss is going to go for the overtake. Demon now on the release. Cheese running a bit slow through this section. Going slow, trying not to get caught by any of the police for speeding. But it's been unsuccessful as Cheese has now been pulled over as well. Peskybird and Iceman on the opposite side will make their way past. And Demon now leading as Superboss. I think Superboss was pulled over there, has been overtaken by Pesky Bird as well. So as a name C Marble 1 through 5. Yeah, all of those DNFs as well. And Pesky Bird got pulled over there, losing some time. See Cheese try to chase Iceman, almost failing the jump. That could have been costly, but gets going again. Getting back past Pesky Bird, some great speed here. Getting past Iceman as well. It hit off the edge. Doesn't fall back though. That was very close to a big reset, but Cheese just managing to get moving again off the wall. And a great line as well, getting past Iceman and Pesky Bird again after that hold up. A big jump. Pesky Bird collides with the sign, meaning Iceman's going to come through and take that position. But as we head up towards the front, see what's going on. Demon is trying to break away in the lead. Superboss in second. Bit of a gap now between first, second and third. We'll go see what's happening further back. Looks like Boy and Jimmy are having some difficulties with the police. See Boy getting moving again. Hello Superboss, glad you can make it. See if Boy makes it all the way across. They do. And then Jimmy still having issues with the police, it seems. Nope, Jimmy's just stopped. Jimmy has stopped at one of the roadblock signs. And that could be race over for Jimmy. It looks like Superboss has been stopped and Cheese is going to move up to second. But Demon's still holding quite a strong lead. Although these police are not very forgiving. If you get pulled over, it can cost you quite a lot of time and quite a few positions. And as I say, that Demon has been stopped, so we're going to see how costly this is. Cheese is going to make their way over and moves up into first. Looks like I'm getting at least 7th. Better than usual once again. It seems that way. Every point counts. Every point counts. So Demon's now chasing Cheese down. Pesky Bird has been stopped. Iceman is now in third, but Superboss has the inside line with the right side of the highway here. Means they'll move up to third. We'll see what happens on the jumps. Superboss is going to hit a rock. It might not be enough speed, actually. It's not enough speed for Iceman. Superboss makes it over even with a collision, but Iceman doesn't. Pesky Bird getting pulled over again, having some difficulties with these police. Iceman running along the central point. Not the fastest way through there, but we'll see if Iceman can make the jumps this time. Going to need to build up a bit more speed. It's a big jump. Looking good so far. And Iceman will make it over, but will be behind Pesky Bird. You've updated the track since to improve some visuals. Well, it's good to hear, but you'll have to upload it. Because this was pulled from the workshop, new for this season. So I'm guessing you haven't uploaded the improved visual version. But maybe we'll have that for next season. The Cheese now leading with the fastest lap. You do it right now. Demon's been stopped. Superboss with some good speed here is moving all the way up to first, getting past Cheese, almost getting stopped, but manages to just escape off the side. Also fixed an issue you noticed earlier. Good stuff. And Cheese has been stopped, so this is big for Superboss. Now going to break away in the lead. Hit off the roadblock there, sends them into the police though. Superboss is going to be held here as Demon and Cheese start closing in, but Demon getting stopped. Chance for Iceman and Pesky Bird to gain on the top 3. Cheese does make it past Superboss, so Superboss gets released. Superboss with a great line. Cheese having some difficulties with the obstacles. Jimmy still not moving. I think this might have to be an F in chat for Jimmy. It is going to be a DNF for sure at this point. Superboss has been stopped, meaning Cheese can try and break away into the lead once again. But Cheese getting stopped. We've got trouble for Demon. No, Demon's just been stopped. That means Iceman's going to come through into 3rd place. Is now going to be trying to gain on Cheese and Superboss. One fall here could be costly, and there we saw Superboss fall, and Superboss actually getting eliminated. So what happened there, because I actually forgot about that system, there's a chance you either get set back here, as you saw Cheese did with the fall, or you get eliminated. I totally forgot about that situation. So unfortunately for Superboss, F's in the chat for Superboss. Superboss unfortunately got the bad end of the draw there and got eliminated with the fall, and will be out of the race after such a strong first half. Cheese getting lucky with a reset, actually still holding 2nd, although now dropping to 3rd with the barricades getting in the way and Demon getting the overtake. This is big for Iceman, now breaking away in 1st. Once you join, you win. We're only halfway through the race. Careful not to speak too soon. But if Bwer makes it over these jumps, that is another guaranteed place improvement for Bwer. And so far this season, it seems to be what Bwer's been rooting for. It's other people failing to gain every position they can. And Bwer does make it over, which means Bwer is now in 6th. And another hydration redeem. Was Pesky Bird in trouble? Nope, just going a little bit slow. Mine's going to come past. I will get into a good spot here for the hydrate. So you can see the battle there going on between Marnie, Pesky Bird and Demon. And the lead that Iceman has right now. Well, I hydrate with my Galaxy Grenade. W energy drink. Oh, Marnie's been stopped. So Pesky Bird's going to try and make some space in 4th. Chasing down Demon. Superboss redeemed feed cheese. In those cases, everyone has to spam the cheese emote. You've got to feed cheese. The cheese needs feeding. The Iceman has been stopped as well up at the front, but cheese running a little bit slow. There we go. Look, I got it working as well. Feed the cheese. Now she have cheese for like the entirety of the race. Now Jimmy's been set free. That's going to cause some trouble, actually colliding with Demon. So there we go, we got that working. So whenever a feed the cheese is redeemed, I think I've set it to twice per stream that can be done. You can feed the cheese. Everyone can spam the cheese and we get a nice big cheese explosion. And speaking of cheese, cheese is now in 4th. Has been a rough 5th lap. And Iceman is leading with a fastest lap as well. Demon is in 2nd. In fact, Cheese moving up to 3rd. I think Pesky Bird failed the jump. They did. They haven't been eliminated though, which is lucky. And Superboss, not happy with Jimmy being on the move, because although Jimmy probably won't catch up with any of the top 6 unless they fall, the word isn't stuck. I think Bwer might have just been pulled over for a second. Yes, Jimmy could overtake Superboss. If they can make back, because I think Jimmy only has to make about 2 laps, if I remember correctly. Might be more. But they do have a chance of overtaking Superboss before the end of the race, which means Superboss could be dropping into the position. 1-5 will keeps getting stuck. Well, at least it's not one of the racers getting stuck. Well, it was Jimmy, but they are on the move again. So Iceman getting slowed down there. Stopped by the police. Demon's been stopped as well, so Cheese is going to come through, and Marnie now closing the gap on Demon. Will Demon get going again in time? I think they will. They do just about. But Marnie has a good line with quite a bit of speed. Cheese has been stopped, which means Demon and Marnie will come through. Cheese going back down to 4th. Good release, going to squeeze in front of Marnie there past the barricade. Demon's going to get stopped, and Cheese and Marnie will just make their way over the top. Marnie with a bit more speed, but Cheese is blocking, pushing Marnie into the roadblock. But Cheese hits the second one. Marnie hitting the third. Quite the battle going on down the hill. And Iceman has been stopped further ahead. This could be a big chance as Marnie coming through the inside. Iceman taking the position straight back. So a bit of action going on now in the second half up at the front. And Iceman's going to get stopped again. No, Iceman makes it over without getting stopped, but Marnie makes it past as Iceman just gets slowed down. Cheese and Demon battling out behind as Cheese seems to have lost a bit of speed. A rough bounce from Marnie there, hitting the edge. Iceman does the same, both following the same path through this section. See if anyone fails the jump though. Iceman with a lot of speed, even jumping the barricade there, going up into first. But Marnie's not going to give up the position that easily. Iceman just has enough speed to hold it. Going into the corner in the background, looks like Cheese failed the jump and got reset. So that'll be a big time loss for Cheese. And Marnie will break away into first. And on to lap 7. Marnie leading, Iceman in second, still holding the fastest lap. Iceman brake checking the police. Demon in third, Cheese in 4th. Choosing the opposite side of the highway over Jimmy so that Jimmy doesn't get in the way. Looked like Pesky Bird and Boer were battling it out, but Boer has been stopped once again. Not getting along with these police here. And Pesky Bird makes it over the jumps. But Boer doesn't. I think we just turned around to see Boer fall. And unfortunately, Boer has been eliminated with that fall. And that is going to be F's in the chat for Boer. DNF from the race. Another one falls to the jumps. So that is 3 DNFs. And Pesky Bird quite far behind at the moment. But there may still be a chance if they can keep a steady race without being stopped by any police. My mind went totally blank for the word I was thinking of there. Consistent race, that's what I was trying to think of. Cheese has been stopped. In fact, there's a bit of contact between Jimmy and Cheese. I think Jimmy might be to blame for that one. And that's going to allow Pesky Bird to come past. Jimmy actually squeezed Cheese into that. So Jimmy causing some trouble at the back. Pesky Bird now getting stopped means Cheese will take that position back. Going to head back up to the front. We can see Demon there. Bit of a gap up to Iceman, who's just been stopped. And Marnie is absolutely storming away with a massive lead right now. Currently at risk of dropping out of the top 3. Marnie is putting in the work to secure their position once again in that top 3. Trying to push for that number 1 spot once again. But Iceman will be looking to get big points as well to do the same. Now battling it out with Demon side by side. We'll see if either of them fail at any of these jumps or if they'll make it across clean. They both make it across. Iceman's going to be just leading, but Demon with a big boost over the fallen barricade will take that spot back. Iceman's still holding that fastest lap. See, Jimmy has now taken that spot over Superboss, so Superboss will drop down to a locked position of 8th. But will Jimmy be able to take Boer's 6th position as well before the end? That is the question. Definitely going to be 4th after this race. We will have to wait and see. So Demon is breaking away a bit. I think there's a leap over the central split of the 2 lanes. The Demon jumping over to the left side, over the central reservation. Iceman in 3rd, Cheese currently in 4th, Peskybird in 5th. Going to head over to the race leader as we are approaching the jumps once again. Looks like Manny's going to get stopped. This will allow Demon and Iceman to try and close the gap a bit. It looks like Cheese might have gained on Iceman and Demon actually. But this gap between 1st and 2nd is still just so big that there's so much time that can be used here, and Marnie making full use of it again, stopped again. I think Cheese has been stopped in the background as well. Yep, just getting going again. Now over the jumps. This is the bit that can end your race. Marnie keeping it clean so far. Final jump and Marnie is over. Passing the jumps with ease. They can keep that consistency to the end. We might be looking at a race win for Marnie here. Iceman getting stopped on the corner. Demon's been stopped as well. Cheese is going to come through, but Cheese does make it over, doesn't get stopped. Jimmy just behind. She's going to block out Jimmy, not let them get in their way again, but Jimmy's going to come through as Cheese collides. And Peskybird's going to leap through. Jimmy's been pulled, which will move them out the way of these front runners. Peskybird's been stopped. Cheese is going to get stopped. It's all chaos at the moment. There's a battle for getting up into the top 3. Demon with some rough jumps, but is making it over. See, Iceman is being gained on by Demon. And Demon does make it over. See, Peskybird. And Cheese failing the jump. It's always just as I look away, or about to look at them. Cheese does fail the jump, meaning they are going to be DNF'd in the 5th position. So F's in the chat for Cheese. Yet another DNF on those jumps. And Peskybird will keep hold of that 4th spot. And now we'll be looking to chase down Demon for that 3rd to try and get a top 3. And we'll be seeing if Jimmy's going to stay 7th or whether they manage to get Boer's position as well. Your own track betrayed you, Cheese, as Wheatman says. A very strong start to the race, but it all comes crumbling down on the jumps. Yep, Iceman had the experience as well on Marvel GP Germany. You made a mistake, all the fireballs are broken. That's fine. Oh, Marnie takes a fall, and the luck is not there either for a reset. All that space for Marnie to have a reset and carry on and not lose a position, but unfortunately, it's just not there. Marnie is out from the number one position, so big Fs on that one. No, the RNG gods are not on Marnie's side there. And that was a very strong race win potential. Now gone. And Iceman, big news for Iceman, as they'll be moving up to first and still holding a fastest lap as well. So this could be big points. Fortunately for Marnie, though, won't drop too many points. It will be a bit costly as the top 3 positions have quite the point advantage, especially at first place. But we'll be dropping to 4th, so it definitely could be worse, but not ideal. But this will be big for Iceman, especially in the standings. So Iceman moving up to 1st. There we go, as Cheese was clarifying, the portals on those jumps have 3 different linked portals you could go to. One of those is a DNF. So you have a 1 in 3 chance of DNFing. The other 2 are reset points, which will just lose you some time. So Demon now up into 2nd, and Pesky Bird will be moving up into 3rd. I was going to say, unless they fall there, but Pesky Bird falls and does manage to get one of the resets. So RNG on Pesky Bird's side there. And going on to the final lap, Iceman with a good lead, but Demon is closing the gap. Go and have a look if Pesky Bird makes it over on the 2nd attempt. It's another fall, really testing the RNG here. And that is Pesky Bird out, which means Marnie will finish in the top 3. Pesky Bird just fails the jump twice in a row. Just really testing it. And we are down to the final 2 still going. So F's in the chat for Pesky Bird. Doesn't manage to get into the top 3. Failing that first jump twice in a row. Will have to be 4th. Jimmy has managed to pass Boer. So Jimmy is 6th. We technically do have 3 still running, but we are down to 2 racing each other. And they're both stationary right now. Both have been pulled over. Fairly close together, but Demon's going to have to put in some work here to chase Iceman down before the end if they want to try and take that number 1 position. And we'll be coming up to the jumps for one final time. Iceman has a bad feeling about this. All eyes on Iceman heading towards the jump. And we will see what happens. Up to the first jump. It's clean. Hit on the rock. Over the big jump. Just enough speed crossing over for the 3rd jump. Over the 4th. Over the 5th. And the final jump. The 6th one. Iceman makes it over. And doesn't fall. And quite the gap now back to Demon. Which means Iceman looking like they have this in the bag. It looks like Demon is going to make it over all of them as well. They do. Going to head over to the start now. Iceman just slow and steady to the finish line. Would be funny if Jimmy was the only one not to DNF. That would be quite an amusing way to finish. But there we go, across the line. Iceman takes the win and the fastest lap here on the highway race. Good race by Iceman. An unfortunate end for Marnie with such a strong lead. But if you can't keep that consistency to the end, these things can happen. So congratulations to Iceman, claps in the chat. Good race. A good win. Demon coming through to take second. First time leading the championship. Like ever. So yeah, this is going to be huge for Iceman. So we're going to speed things up. Jimmy is still going around, so we'll see when the DNF timer kicks in. You have to wait 60 seconds for that. So let's go and watch the race winner, Iceman, going round on the victory laps, going over the jumps, showing how easy it is. We wait for the... There it is. So in total, we had 2 actual finishers, the rest DNFs. Jimmy technically still running, but not quick enough to make it all the way around. Jimmy did gain another position over Cheese, though. Actually, after such a bad point getting stuck, has managed to pull all the way up to 5th before the race ended. So not a bad run for Jimmy to claw back some positions. So quite a good race, as action-packed as always. And Cheese was trying to say it's unfinished, so it's probably going to be boring. And I told you, it wouldn't be. These races rarely tend to be boring. They're always very chaotic, and anything seems to happen. The marble count is going crazy because of the fireballs. The extra is being spawned and deleted, I think. That's how they work. Pretending to know. But yes, I'm going to go and put these results over on the leaderboard, and I'll be back with the standings in just a minute. Correct? Yeah, got it right. Congratulations to me. Yeah, I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, the results have been entered, so let's head over to the standings. Following that race, Iceman is now leading in Season 3 with 457 points. Marnie is in second with 451. Superboss dropping to third with 448. Jimmy just a couple of points behind in fourth with 446. Azur in fifth with 422. Pesky Bird in sixth with 419. Cheese and Demon tied in seventh with 409. And Boer in ninth with 403. So things looking a little bit rough here for Boer. But we do have 4 races left. Still points to get. So it's still not quite over yet. Not quite over yet. And it's still close. There's still a lot of fighting going on for those top 3 positions. It is going to be interesting going into the final week of races. Iceman, the comeback is real. 4 wins in the last 9 races. Yeah, I think we have... No, we have Iceman, who is actually our current leader in terms of race wins. I'm pretty sure I'm right in saying that. With 5 race wins. I think the second highest is 3 race wins. On a quick scan, I think I'm right in saying that. But yeah, Iceman is our current current leader in terms of race wins. And will it keep going to the end? Will we see another win before the end? Who knows? We'll find out next week. So our 4 final races: Arctic Circuit, Scream Speedway, Marble GP India, and then of course the infamous final race of every season, Red Rings. We love the chaos of it, the shortcuts, the absolute drama for the final race of the season. So the last 4 races will be Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Because I don't do a stream usually on Wednesday. And I do like ending the last race on Friday, so it works out quite nicely. It is nice to have end of the week final race. So that is the plan. But yeah, a great race today. Once again, we are now partnered with Dubby. That is what I'm drinking right now to stay hydrated. Check out the sponsorship bit in the Discord, or if you watch on YouTube, should be down in the description. Go check them out. Dubby Energy. Use code SpaceEgg on checkout for 10% off. It helps me out with the partnership as well. Really tasty, good drinks, quite refreshing. As I said at the start, for those that weren't here, I am drinking Galaxy Grenade, which is watermelon, guava, and lime. It's actually really refreshing. I don't usually drink these powder-based energy drinks. They do also have canned drinks. I've got a pack on order that I'm waiting, so can't wait to try them. But yeah, you mix it with water, give it a shake, and it is Jitterless Energy. And there's the hydrate. So yeah, quite nice flavors, and they're not fizzy. I mean, the cans probably are, but yeah, just flavored powder. They've got caffeine ones, they've got hydration ones that don't have caffeine in. Lots of variety on there. Yeah, that is going to do it for this stream. So as always, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next one.